All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Dave Wilson of the Ring of Hire Show. It's Sunday night, and I think it's everybody's favorite because you get to go back to work tomorrow. Hey, tonight this show is for recruiters, so it might be boring for some other people, but this is for some new recruiting tips on social media and how to do it correctly. And you know the drill. I'll be right back after this video. All right. Tonight, I just wanted to talk about a lot of things on Facebook, and if you want to call it Meta, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, and what's going on, the changes in the social media for the job boards, and especially for creating ads now on Facebook. Your organic reach for recruiters, let me tell you, if you're really not paying attention and doing things correctly, it's just a total waste of your time. If you're not doing it correctly, if you're just posting the jobs real quick on the job board and sharing it all over, you're not putting any thought, effort into it. You're not trying to figure out different ways for you to get organic reach or paid. They make it all noticeable now. You can see that on most of the job boards on Facebook, they're gone. They're horrible. Facebooks have done away with their job boards. I still don't understand why. I thought that was one of the best things that they had. It was free and it drew people towards Facebook. But listen, I don't know what happened there, but it's no longer there. So the organic reach now in your job boards, they're so small. You might be getting 1, 2, 3, reaching 4 or 5 people, if that. And you got to really start thinking of ways around it so you can get productive, because you still can be successful on social media campaigns for in your, your logistics fields, your customer service, even your hospitality. Listen, if you listen to a couple of things that I do here and show you, you can really be successful. But a lot of companies, I don't know why that they don't want to listen and do what Facebook's designed to do with boosting of ads. Now, I'm going to show you some things here today behind the scenes that would get you the results that you need. A lot of companies say, well, it costs too much money for a company to post our ads and do everything. You're right. It does cost. You got to pay a company. What do you think? They got to make money too. And they're just boosting it. So you could teach your recruiters how to do this themselves and still have the same outcome by hiring a bigger company. Listen, you're just paying for a huge company right there with a lot of people, a lot of skill set. But if you learn it yourself, if they would put some of that training into the recruiters and give them the skills that they need, then you'll be successful in social media recruiting. Because a lot of this, since the job board is gone, the only way you're going to get organic reach now, and I'm telling you, you can Google it, whatever you want, it's in there. It's going to get back to, if you do a job posting, right? You need to share that job posting on your personal page. You need to share it and put it on your company page. You need to share it to every page that you can. And you have to get the likes. You need to get the likes. It's like going backwards. The more likes you have, not organic reach, the more likes you have, the better you're going to be. The more shares you have, the better you're going to be. The more comments you have, the better you're going to be than organic reach. And I'm going to explain that as we go on through this show. So remember, don't worry about the organic reach right now. Get the likes, get the shares, get the comments. All right. And you can do that very easily by running a campaign. If you're a branch right now in logistics, and you need to set up, it's just like, you got to have a plan, an action plan, right? What's your action plan on social media besides everybody just posting an ad, right? Doing a TikTok video. Okay. They're fun, but I'm always going to say I'm open to new ideas. And if it works for you for TikTok, for dancing and getting them in there, listen, go for it. I'm not going to say anything, but all these other new social media platforms, you got to try something. So to build yourself a strategy of how you're going to find those staff, how are you going to find in Lehigh Valley, Allentown, PA, Bethlehem, Easton, how would I find staff for in logistics, for in those areas? When you have 100 warehouses out here, what makes you different than them? Right across the street, down the street, right over there's another one. There's a Nike one. There's a QVC. There's a Walmart. There's an Amazon. There's an XPO. There's an iHerb. There's a Tesla. They're everywhere. And you have your manufacturing sites in between here too. And there's only so many people within the Lehigh Valley, PA area. So the winner is going to be the one who just sells that right message and has that right culture and really puts the work into their social media campaigns. Again, companies sometimes say they don't work. Listen, there's nobody, I don't care who you are or where you come from, that can tell me any different, that you can't run a strategically and proven results of a campaign. So what I'm talking about is, first you want to look at your company, right? You want to brand yourself. Your Facebook page, your company's page, it looks pretty sharp, right? Well, nobody's seeing it, right? So what you want to do is put yourself out there at $10, $25 a day. You won't spend that much just to like the page. Put it around there, right? 25-mile radius. If you're in the Lehigh Valley, do 25, 30-mile radius, right? Let that baby run. If you're a company, if you can afford that. If not, run it for $5 a day. That's all you got to do. So your ad, your Facebook business page, right? It could be any staffing company that's listening to this. It's so simple. Boost a like ad for them to like your page. Think about that. So you got a great plan, right? You want to get your like page out there. Get it going. Because then you're going to see every day, wow, 15, 20 people. Think of it this way. Every person that likes that page now gets to see your phase 2 here. So get that baby going. Let it go for a whole month. Don't touch it. If you can afford a budget of $10 a day for a like page, let it go. You're not doing any harm. You're not promoting any jobs, right? And people will sit there and say, what's the purpose of that? People see your page, and if it's engaging for jobs of what you do, listen, I always use Coca-Cola and Pepsi, right? Everybody wants to work at Coca-Cola or Pepsi. But what would make each one of them in the Lehigh Valley get more likes, right? Put it out there. People like it. People like it. People like it. You got another person. You got another person. You got another person. That's phase 1. Keep it going, right? Phase 2 is, you got yourself your website. Not for Facebook, your website. So now you got your website, right? You got phase 1 going on right now with all your liking campaign. You're just putting it out there. You're not doing anything. This is just popping up into people's feeds. So I would just go ahead and set it regularly. I wouldn't even put an interest on a like. You can put an interest on a like. I wouldn't. I would let it just generate right around. Just let it go, because you're going to see the results when we go back to this. Let it spin around for a while. Let it go. Let it go. And if likes are coming up, the likes are coming up. That's when you're going to be happy. Now you want to set up an event to promote your website. Yes, a website. Put $5, $10 down. Now, if you're a branch in the Lehigh Valley and you're not taking notes on this and what to do, listen, there's nothing else I can do for you, but you need to put on there a campaign, have your marketing department, a campaign for your website. So think about it. Right outside, everything's going around. They're going for your like page, right? They just liked it, right? Well, guess what? Now you're going to put a campaign, something totally separate, running another campaign, and you're going to run it for your website. So you're going to gear people. You're going to have that little thing that says learn more. That's what you want them to do. You put your nice page up there, a nice image of your company, and that learn more key, because when they click on that learn more, it goes right to your website. So you want to promote that. So think about it. All your likes are going around, all your likes. Now, keep it going 25, 35 mile radius right around there for your website. Because now once they click on that learn more, they're going to go straight to your website. I would have the URL going right to the hiring page, the job page, the careers. If some of them are labeled all different things, but career page, put that URL right there. Bam. You see what I'm saying? So now, this isn't it yet. So you got that likes are going. Man, they're just starting to come in. Phase 2, now you're out there promoting your website, right? For the company. Great image of the company, Coca-Cola or Pepsi. You know what I mean? Now it's going around to them. So before you know it, your brand's starting to build. Your third one is you want to promote events, right? So if you're having a job fair, open houses, right? Come on in, we're open, we do hiring event days on Fridays, you know what I mean? Anything. Create the event, promote that event for the day, for the job fair. Let's just do a job fair, okay? It's phase 3. So first phase, likes. It's already generated around. It's not costing you much. Even if you put 10 to 25, it does not mean you're going to spend that amount of money. A lot of people don't realize that. So now you're going around and around. Now it hits them with your website's going out there, right? So when they're on social media, when your people are just at their games or watching things, guess what? Your ad pops up. So it's just a like page. Well, I like that. I like Pepsi page. Let me click on it. Right? I like the company. Next one, now your website. Oh, cool. Let's see. Oh, they're hiring. Right there. Use your website URL. Now you got that going. The next one is the event, job fair. So this is where you can be a little bit more choosy on your interest for your job fair, because to put a job fair out there for everyone, you'd be wasting your money. You're gonna waste your money, and it's just not the way to go to be for your ROI. You want to be specific. So if you're recruiting for logistics, right? You want to put in their warehouse interest. And we're going to go over some of this stuff. Warehouse interest, supply chain, hospitality. If you're looking for hospitality is fun, man. This could really open the doors for you. So you're putting your hospitality interest, right, of the event. Come on in. A lot of people that do job fairs, they're not successful. They have to go out and sometimes hire another company to do a job fair for them, have it at another location. I am telling you from experience, and I would bet anything on it, that if you do what I'm telling you here properly, phase 1, set up your like pages going around. Phase 2, your website URL campaign, right? Phase 3, right? All about your event that you're having, right? And then guess what? Then you're going to put your jobs. You're going to put your jobs events where you're going to post. We have a question here. Hi, Deb. What happens when a company has a bad culture? Also, if the apply process takes longer than 5 minutes and it's not mobile optimized, candidates drop off? Deb, that's a good question. And when the company has a bad culture, listen, if a company wants to try to change that, the only way they're going to change it is with images, Deb. I mean, if they have a bad culture, the candidates are going to see it when they get there. They're going to learn that. But if you want to promote your good culture, this is what you want to do. You want to promote an ad of something good that your company's doing for you. You want to put on there that, hey, we offer this, or we believe in this type of reward system that we give for candidates. You know what I mean? And then you said if the process takes longer than 5 minutes, you're correct there. When you go, Deb, she's right on the money there. What she's talking about is user-friendly. If you are applying on people's jobs and websites, URLs, if it is not easy, and she's right, with like 5 minutes. In the past, I myself, you just can't get through them. It has to be user-friendly and mobile optimized, if you want to call it that. Like you said, mobile-friendly. You'll be successful there. You will be, I'm telling you, you make that website URL user-friendly on the phone, it's awesome. A lot of it, they put so much on, and I'm going to go off the subject like you did, Deb, there. When they do a website on the cell phone, really, if you work for the company and if you're a VP or up, take a look at it. Apply for the job. You're going to be like, what the hell is this? Can't even do this. You click the wrong one. Then these tiny little things come up. Bring that, have them come in to do the rest of that stuff. If you're interested, make it user-friendly to where the people can just get on there, look at the job, upload the resume if need be. Wow, click on a few things here, then come in and start a conversation. Have them come to your branch. But again, Deb, about the company bad culture, listen, they're going to find that out themselves. If I was the company trying to change it, I would be doing campaigns, because when you put a campaign out of good culture, right, of a company, and if an employee sees that company that has worked there and they've had a bad culture, they're going to comment on that. Everybody's going to put the negative things on there, but the best way is just to, social media can put you out there. And that's what some of the companies are afraid of. They're afraid of people putting on their, bad culture. They're putting negative comments. There's so many things in the social media world for job boards, for the recruiters, is you don't have to have a comment section. You can take that out of there. You can put on there where people can't comment on it. So if you don't want the comments, don't put it on there. Block that out. If you don't want curse words, you don't want bad words, you can type in 50,000 of them on there and they won't pop up. You can block all that stuff. But she's right there, and I'm going to let her one more time. What happens when a company has a bad culture? The applied process takes longer than 5 minutes. It's not mobile, and candidates drop off. That's a great question, Deb. Thank you. But now that you've got your job boards, right? So remember, event, you're running that. Now you're running your website URL event, you're running that. You're running your job fair daily, coming into the office, right? You're running that. Now you're putting your job board, your job actually out there on there. And we're going to go through some things on how to post it. So you have 4 things going on right now. 4. And I'm telling you, if you do all these 4 within 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it's just all going to connect. And they're going to funnel. They're going to funnel wherever you want them. They're going to funnel them right into their branch office. And it takes its time. It doesn't happen like that overnight. People sit there and say, well, I've had it running for a week. You gotta let it run for 2 to 3 weeks. It's got a learning curve. And in social media, it's got a learning curve. So it's got to learn. It's going to go back and then it's going to optimize. It's just going to go flat like that, but it's going to have those curves. It's going to hit the wrong people, hit the right people. And that all depends on what you're putting in for your ad. So when it comes to all them, look at the way you're posting your ads. If you want ideas on a good job posting, go to someone else. Copy theirs. Listen, there's so many logistic companies out there and other companies that really do a great image. I'm telling you, if you put some time into an image of a job that you're hiring for, it just spreads all over the place. That or a video. The most successful companies going into this year to hold, I don't care what type of company it is. It could be anywhere. It could be Lehigh Valley Health Center. It could be hospitality centers. It could be the restaurants. It does not matter. If you really get a video set up and let people see it, you're gonna really, the ROI just starts coming in. Videos is going to be the number 1 on social media, Meta, Facebook, if you're going to promote for jobs. That's it. I'm serious. Video. A lot of people say they don't like doing live videos. Well, that's okay. Don't worry about live videos. Go to YouTube. Create a YouTube link, right? Just practice. Do a video. I guarantee there's somebody's in your branches that will want to do a video for you. Do it fun, but yet to the point of what you want. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about how to properly, and I'm going to go through some of this stuff right now, how to properly place an ad. You're going to be blown away. If you've never seen any of this stuff here, this is what I mean by that. So if I look over here, I'm going to bring it up. It's kind of hard to see sometimes on here, but I'm going to look over here, Facebook interest, okay? Now, if you're looking on a phone, this is very hard, but what it is it shows here age brackets, what I'm looking for, genders all, interest, logistics, job hunting, employment, everything, right? This page right here, when you're building that ad, is, I kind of say it's like you're dating. What do you want? What type of person do you want, right? You're looking for somebody with certain skills, this, that, right? This is where your interest, everything comes in beyond. So if I'm doing for a logistic job, would I put welding? No. In here, the logistics, you see I have logistics, I have job hunting, employment, I have jobs, engaged employment websites, staffing agencies. Everything that you build on this is going to really find you the candidates that you want. Because remember what I told you, again, I'm going to keep saying it. Phase 1, likes. Phase 2 is your website. Phase 3 is events. Phase 4 is right here, posting your job boards, right? So you got 4 things going on right now. And those 4 things, you're going to win. You're going to win, plus with a video. So once you get all your interest in, I've decided, you know what? I know what I'm going after, even if I want a forklift driver on this, right? So my interests are going to be forklift interests. It's going to be supply chain, logistics. It's going to be warehouse. It's going to be, you can type the word forklift, machinery, so many interests in that spot under Ads Manager that you just click and you go through it. You wouldn't want to put accounting on here. You don't want accounting people to see an ad for a forklift, right? So it all comes down here when you're building this ad and your audience definition. Your next one is what I call, this is like the brains. What you want to do is you're creating your ad. And here, if you look at it, if you have never seen something like this before, then people have not taught you how to properly post an ad on Facebook. There's native feeds. There's let me see, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 13 ads right here. The best ones are right here to my right are the native ads. Your native ads are the ones that they just go everywhere. They're the ones when you're looking online, you'll see the smaller ads to the right-hand side, to the left. Guess what? Yours is going to be on there for even like Instagram. You're all going to be over there. So here, look at that. You're talking 13 places of how to find somebody, right? Storytelling, creative audience, what you're selling. This is the beginning of the phase of how you want to create that number 1 ad. Again, to do phase 4s, 1, 2, 3, and 4 that we talked about. We're going to go over it. So now you've got an idea. This is what the kind of ads you want, right? Now you can put these in video forms too. These even are better in video forms because they're called through plays. 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds is where you're really going to be successful. And your ROI, your money, the cost is going to drop. Your cost is going to go way down because you're putting some time and effort into it. And if it's not working, you're going to make some changes. So your next one is your audience definition. This is my favorite one because you want to have it optimized and you want Facebook to allow to do it. Let them optimize it, right? Don't you do it manually. It's not worth it. Listen, if they're telling you how to do it, then just do it the way they say. So on here, when I show you again, right there, I'm sorry, right here. So optimization right there. There's a little graph off to your right, audience definition, automatic placements. So what that means is when I'm developing my ad, right, and I'm going to put Lehigh Valley for, let's just say welders, right? Lehigh Valley looking for welders. Here's the audience graph. So I type in, I put the job, right? That needle doesn't move. I put welding interest, it goes up. I might have to put machinery, it goes up, right? You have to keep filling in the key interest in order on this graph on here, right here, the graph, there's this needle on to the right to where you're going to find people. If you start putting in a lot of interest and that thing isn't moving, right, I can guarantee you're in a world of trouble trying to find a staffing person. You're going to have a hard time finding that type of person because you've got to really practice with those interests and how to utilize them. You need to check them every couple of days while you're running the ad because it might not be getting you the return. Because of that needle right here, I like to keep it around 2 o'clock. That means I'm in a good area. If I drop it down, it's going to cost me more. And there's nothing else to go around that. There might just not be that many welders. But let me tell you, for the logistics, for warehousing, that needle is going to go up because there's so many. So there again, These are all different things of building a proper ad. Okay. The next one, people don't realize that companies, marketing departments, and the companies put a Facebook page out there together. And this can be anybody with a business, small business. You need to, this is really important to see whether your page is running correctly. You need to make sure it's business verification. That means it's proper, everything's everything's in place. You have your tax information on there, because there's so many scams that you got to put your tax ID in there, your social or your tax ID number. A lot of people say privacy. Oh, I'm not going to put that in there. Well, you know what? My favorite saying, send it to the cloud. All your information is up there anyway. So listen, I mean, you have a choice. You want to hire people, or are you afraid by putting your tax ID number in here? And this is the page right here. This is everything here that you're putting your tax ID, your business phone. They verify it. It's a two-step verification. So Facebook verifies this, that it's right. So it's only good because that means you're legit. You're not on here. People that don't belong here, that are just scamming you, they're not going to be on there. So you really want to take it and get all the information correct and make sure that it's verified. It could take a week or 2, 3, 4 weeks. It all depends. So again, these are just some of the things to build an ad and successful of what you're looking for. Again, video is your number one going into 2022. If you want the highest returns, if you want the highest amount of candidates to come to your place, you will win with videos when everybody else is just doing postings. The next part is, I always say, what if I don't know what ad runs better than another one? So Facebook come up with a great thing, and it's a A/B test. Excuse me. I like it. An A/B test works very well because it gives you the option. So you're going to make 2 or 3 ads. Actually, I believe it's like 6. You can create 6 ads. Like, say we're looking for logistic people to work at Coke or Pepsi, right? I always use that. Would you want to have a page with Coke maybe on, another one with a forklift driver, another with a warehouse, we're hiring, everything like that, right? You're setting it all up, right? And it's right here. So it's called A/B test right here. You get to enter all different images to it. And what that's going to do is when you publish those ads, now remember, these ads are not being seen on your company page. The ads that I'm talking about here, all these ads we're creating are behind the scenes, because on a paid ad, you don't want people, your family, friends liking your ad and you're paying for it, right? So you can put them on your regular page just to like it and all that stuff. But these are all behind the scenes, because with an A/B test, Facebook is going to know which one is working better for you. And it shows you that. It'll promote the one that's working. So then I can just delete. I don't like the other ones. Listen, it could be the color. It could be your images on everything like that. There's so many different things that it could be. So really, really look and think about utilizing the A/B test, which is right there. So again, these are the kind of things that if you've never utilized social media properly, let me tell you, it just comes right to you. Again, to back up, phase 1, set your campaign. If you're at a branch in Lehigh Valley, turn around, set that campaign, 25-mile radius, $10, $25 a day. You're going to reach a lot of people. Your likes are going to go up, 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 up constantly, right? Let it go. Don't touch it. Next, you're going to put your website out there. Hey, let people sit there watching TV. Huh. Okay, check out the website, right to the job portals. Whoa, they're hiring. Next one, you're having an event, open days, job boards, right? Anything you're promoting that you have, right? Boom. Right there it goes again, right? And then the fourth one, you're creating your ad here. Doesn't take long at all to set all this up. It's so easy. And it just, I look at it, and all you're doing is making the smallest adjustments. Now, the next thing is the most important. This one I love. This, if you pay attention, is the best, is demographics. Oh, here we go. Hey, Bill. Oh my God, he's out to dinner. How you doing, Bill? Been a while. Geez, trying to get back into regular times, Bill. He's out to dinner, and I appreciate Bill. He's always on the show, and we've had some my shift with work and everything like that, trying to do shows and trying to get back onto the regular time slots, Bill. But enjoy dinner, and I know we'll be talking soon. So when I told you about, you've got all this together, right? And now you're looking for, like Bill does, trade skills, right? Now your call to action, right? What do you want? What do you want your call to action to be? What's the purpose? Do you want to find welders, machine operators? What's your call to action? You need to define that, because here, when you're setting up, you want to know is what your call to action is going to be. And what is your objective, right? Your objective could be sort of the website, could be lead form, could be Facebook page, Instagram business, customer lists, shopping. There's so many different things, but you got to know what you're looking for. You got to know what you're looking for. What's the purpose of your ad? And by why I'm saying that is when we're going here, we're going to develop the ad. So you can see on the text, you get to put your own text inside this, right? Then you get to put your Facebook text inside there, right? You're developing this ad right here. I was doing one for human resources. You're developing it. You're putting the link where you want it. The call to action. Do you want them to message you? Do you want them to respond to you on your website? Do you want them to comment, right? Do you want messenger? Do you want to send a messenger? Do you want them to send your resume? So figure out what you want. Each one, believe it or not, is prices are differently, and that's another show. But when you learn about all this stuff, when you know what you want, your call to action, and you're pretty well set to build these ads, like I've told you. And what is your objective? Like I told you, what do you want to get out of these ads? You want people? Or are you selling something? These are the kind of things that really, really will teach you of wanting to learn more. I will say you can go to facebookblueprint.com. Say it again, facebookblueprint.com, or they even have it now, meta.com, right? Everything I'm showing you here, every single thing, right, is on there for free to learn. So back to this objective, demographics. You see that circle, you can't get any better. I went here 15 miles from in Easton. I was looking for people for jobs, right? Look at that graph. Look at that graph and audience definition. You can, listen, Facebook knows everything about everybody on there. Anything you've put on your ad that you live in Washington, you live in Lehigh Valley, you go here to eat, you're putting this on to eat, every single thing, this knows, trust me, everything. So, when you're going on here, and let me go right to here, building your ads, you're going to get the response that you need, for especially under the demographics right here, and that needle. That needle's going to stay right around 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and you're setting good. One last thing I do want to explain to you, and then I'll do a recap, is there's a lot of different softwares out there. Hootsuite, Hero Post. This is just something similar. This is all my social media pages here. I can post to 7 to 10 to 15 of the sites all at once, schedule them. I don't have to worry. Like, I got all my holidays, right? Everything on my social media platforms all set for every single holiday in the year. It's all done. It took me about 2 hours to do it for the year. I sit back. I don't have to ever worry about doing stuff like that. So I want to go over a couple more things with you for the recruiters, and I'll have another show next Sunday. First, listen, go back to your branch, right? Tell them you want to set up just a $10 a day, $25 like campaign. 25-mile radius. Let it go. Forget about it, right? Second, run that second one for your website. Let it go right to the URL. Just let it go to anybody, right? It's not going to spend that much more money than whatever you put for the budget. Third, you post your events that you hire daily at your site. Stop out to the office. Promote that, right? Get that baby going. Fourth is your jobs right here. These jobs right here are going around and around and around. Let me tell you, and there's a smile on my face, because you're going to see steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to see candidates right at your door. I promise you. You will see it. Hey, Tim, been a long time. Tim, he's another man, and this man you want to reach out to. Tim, we had a show on social media here how to do some job postings, and he knows what I'm talking about. If you study social media and you learn for recruiting how it can work, connect with Tim. He's a great connection. He'll explain to you. Yes, he helped me in all the beginning too. A lot of questions. You can make it what you want. You can get those people to come in to your branch easy, because they're going to get the message about you. Every time they're going to turn around, they're going to look in their phones and say, wow, here's another thing. So it's not going to go away. So on that note, everybody, I want to thank everybody for being on the show. Bill, Tim, thanks. And I'll be back tomorrow night. We got a lot of great shows coming up this week, a lot of great new guests. And I will talk to everybody soon. Have a great night.